the championship game of the 2018-2019 start of the season at the Kansas City Twister. We're at the 4 Point Sheridan at the airport. Terrific venue. We have whittled down our field down to the final two contestants. Coach Pep Woods and his Buccaneers running hot. And here we go. We already have a kickoff return by Brandon Woodard. And his Dallas Cowboys are already on the board, 7-0. We're off to a fast pace already. These two teams know each other really, really well. League mates play. Friday Night Legends touchdown. Visit Friday Night Legends website. Some really cool stuff about Texas State football, which is fitting. Both of these coaches from Texas. They like to call it the Texas Takeover. And at the point that they're at right now, I really don't think anybody's going to be arguing with them. They've not only took over Texas, they've took over half the United States with the tournaments we play. And they're wanting L.A. They're already calling out L.A. now. And at L.A., Pep Woods out on the West Coast, bringing back their hardware.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Welcome in, folks. Mr. Stephen Foster, I see you. Stephen LeGros, Brian Phillips, Jerron Turner, Chris Daly, Gregory Hardman. Guys, thanks so much for joining. We're here. This is the final game of the Kansas City Twister 2018.
Looks like there's a lot of real estate to the right side of the field. Pep has decided to try to make a good return out of this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cowboys have some defenders here at the 15.
You guys can go in and hit share on this. Send it to your friends. Send it to your family. Get them involved in electric football. There's a lot of great things that can come out of this. We've had a heck of a weekend here. Looking forward to seeing you guys very soon.
And a double team tackle right about the 19-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 19. We're going to see the Buccaneer offense have an opportunity here. A quick strike by the Cowboys, 100-yard run back right off the opening kickoff. If that's any indication to how this game's going to go, we may not have enough numbers on the scoreboard.
Yep. And as we see the Bucks come out, let's go ahead and run through the starting lineup. I'd love to be able to talk about that in this opening drive. So let's go right down to their offensive line. And this is brought to you by Game Day, GameDayFigure.com. Most of the figures that you see playing on this game are Game Day Figure. GameDayFigure.com. They're on Facebook. Antonio Jones does a fantastic job with that. We've got Williams as a tackle, Walker as a guard, Christie as a center, Jenkins as a guard, and Coleman as a tackle. Make sure to go check them out. Looking at the backfield, we've got Martin, Williams, and Blunt. So really great stuff out there. And the wide receiver core, Johnson, Galloway, Winslow Jr. So these Bucks are ready to go. We've seen them already. We've seen them a couple games. Really awesome stuff for this weekend.
We were talking in the pregame that the Cowboys have to really do a good job about containing Keyshawn Johnson. He's been open several games. We saw him streaking down the sidelines for touchdown passes. And on the other side, the counterpart was the Michael Irvin and the Brandon Woodard tandem. It's going to have to be shut down when the Bucks have the defensive side of the ball.
5, 4, 3. Got it. Mark it.
So it's going to be a loss of about 3.
All right, separate.
We'll call it a loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Really nothing developed open. The board was stopped short. Nothing open at the time. Had no choice but to try to tuck it and go, and it was just too much traffic in the middle.
And while we're setting up, we'll take a look at the Cowboys starting lineup for defense. So we've got Jones at the defensive end, Lett is a defensive tackle, Lilly is a defensive tackle, and White as a defensive end. Again, brought to you by Game Day Figures. And we go to the linebackers, Jeffcoat, Lee, and Ware. And what a heck of a secondary. Sanders, Brown, Woodson, and Williams. So really great stuff out there. Again, go check out GameDayFigure.com. 2nd and 12. Bucks are just about ready to go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And this is the championship game, so it's a 35-minute half. They do get 2 timeouts, so you'll see that on the actual scoreboard itself. We'll be able to keep that. It's 2 timeouts per game, so when they're using them, they're gone.
0, 6.
The Bucks have shifted out a little bit to the left flank here. Somewhat of a spread offense. The Cowboys looking to try to counter pretty much with an 8-man front, looking like they're trying to stop the run, and a little vulnerable on the edges, and that's what we're seeing right now. Have a receiver open behind two linemen with a convoy out in front.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Incomplete.
Missed him to the back and low on a bounce. It's going to be 3rd down now,
Third coming.
about 13. We call it 3rd and 13.
Clock start. Just started. Where we at? Just started. We're 7 minutes in. Yeah. Brandon. Where is it? Well, the last game we lost. Last.
3rd and 13.
Really unique formation from the Buccaneers here. He posts Keyshawn way to the right, barely inbounds. Kind of hard to defense that unless you drive him out of bounds here.
Hey, thanks, Steve Miles. That's kind of where we're at with things. This is all about promoting the hobby and getting it out so you guys that can't make it to the tournaments, or you can share it to grow the hobby. We really like putting this on. We've had a heck of a weekend. Solid set of games. We've got a lot of excellent additional film that we've been working on. So I'm looking forward to some big things when we get back. I'm going to be a busy man.
Another shift out to the left side. Looks very similar to the last play. Looks like Pep's a little bit short up here.
Mark it. 4th down.
It's going to be a cover sack and back to about the 6-yard line. We're looking at
Punt.
4th and about
Count it
20.
off, please.
Going to have to count off a punt here.
13.
Punt. Gino, my man, you're back in. I see you. Hi, Barry Stevenson. How are you, sir? Matthew Noble, welcome in.
1 minute clock
It's going to be 1st and 10.
is started now.
1 minute changeover. We'll take a quick station break.
38.
Yep, and we'll take a quick station break, and we'll be right back with you. All right, and we're back, guys. So we got a change of possession. It's Brandon Woodard, 7, Pep Woods 0. First half, 25-35 remaining in the half.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So looking good.
No pivots, no nothing.
I just had a punt. It's going to be 1st and 10. Get that score updated for you.
3, 2, 1, 0. It's more than 2 bases. There you go.
Quarterback keeper's the call.
5, 4, 3, 2. Mark it.
Looks like about a loss of a yard. It's going to end up being 2nd and 11.
Lost 1. Oh, okay. Yeah. Move that up a yard. Yeah. Lost 1. Separated. 40 clocks in.
40 seconds for the offense to set back up, and the defense has a little bit of time to go back against and make those adjustments, and then we'll go pivots and motions and then get the play underway.
Both these teams off to a very solid start, even despite a run back on the opening kickoff. Both have seemed to kind of settle down now and get into their game plans. What we once thought was maybe an offensive shootout might turn into a defensive battle here. It's both teams kind of finding a hard time to move the ball.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 6.
Guys, if you haven't liked us already or if you haven't followed us, make sure to go to the Gridiron Buzz Network Facebook page. We definitely can hit follow and be able to do some things with that. You'll know when we're live, and also you'll be able to see our weekly shows that we put out. So looks like this is going to be a free play for the offense. We have offsides on the Bucks, so free play all the way.
14, 13, 12, 11.
Here's where you'd like to see a receiver bolt open down the field, but right now it's still a fairly tight formation. Looks like he's just trying to get the ball moving here a little bit.
Hitting.
That is complete.
That's it. Yep. 10, 9, 8. Hell you. 6, 5. Keep on. 4. 3, 2, 1. 0. Hands off. Here's a switch. Come on, Jay. Got it. Hit. Right
Small
there.
gain on the play.
I'll take that.
Pick up
Second
about
penalty.
4.
Taking the penalty.
3, 4,
Now he's
5.
going to take the
Same
penalty.
line. Still second
Which
down.
means it'll be a replay of second down.
So that's going to make it
Yards.
second and
Took
6.
yards. Second and 6.
After losing a little bit.
Separate.
6.
Clock start.
You take yards any way you can get them in these championship games.
Mr. Blackwell, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining. Lots of folks in here joining. I got a legend next to me.
You got Perry Burke on there.
I haven't
Who's
seen
that behind me? Mr. Turner is on.
He's supposed to be down.
Mr. Mike Turner snuck in the booth on us. Give that man a headset. Still second and about 6 here.
Hands off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Buccaneers kind of started out in a 9-2 defense, looking like now they're even pushing a 10-1. They're stacked against the line. They're betting on their strength and their quickness. We saw several sacks last game coming off the edge. These Buccaneer linebackers are super, super quick. We call the quarterback option here. Dak Prescott looks like he's got a receiver out to the left,
18, 17,
about mid-range, a lot of daylight. He can connect on this pass.
12,
Complete to the bottom of the base.
9,
Then we're going to adjust, and this is going to be somewhat of a foot race.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't knock me over.
And it's missed, and it's going to be a touchdown Cowboys. Good long pass. About a 56-yard catch and run. Pushes the Cowboys up to 14-7. Nice play, nice design play. Please go visit our friends and allies and our sponsors over at FridayNightLegends.com. Plug in the code word BUZZ10 for a 10% off your order I think you'll like what you see there. Lining up for a return. 19:30 in the half. This is the Kansas City Twister championship game. Coach Brandon Woodard and his Cowboys up 14-0 over Pep Woods, who's also a coach in Texas, and his Buccaneers.
15 seconds.
Two league mates that have played literally dozens and dozens of games against each other. And you might think it'll be a boring game for knowing each other so well, but actually it makes for a very interesting,
Hands off.
when you have two teams that know each other so well, it's a constant struggle to come up with strategy that the other hasn't seen yet. And the Buccaneers have elected not to bring it out. They're going to take a knee into the end zone. It's going to be brought out to the 20. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20. Buccaneers ball.
1 minute. I wish this tournament would have been that weekend. Right. Yeah, you have something going big time tomorrow.
Hey James, how are you, sir? And Stephen, he's been made fun of all weekend. So I'm sure we could probably find him a booster seat somewhere.
Are we picking on Mike again?
We are picking on Mike again. Yeah, Steven's asking if we have a booster chair.
Well, now see, it just kind of goes around, Mike. It's not just.
So yep.
I'm sure I have it.
It's a toy seat. It's a toy seat, and the Raiders is the rest of the pool. All right, hands off.
We are from 1st and 10 from the 20. The Buccaneers still running a tight flanker type formation. Keyshawn coming off the far right sideline on a slant pattern. He hasn't gotten loose yet this game, but he sure has done some damage in the last 2 games. No pressure to the quarterback. He's got Keyshawn coming over the middle. He's got some traffic to throw through, but it looks like he's going up and over. He's got his window. He's got his aim. He throws. He's hit the bottom of the base, which is a completion. It's an excellent throw. And we could see another racetrack meet right here. Keyshawn can absolutely wheel.
Oh, good block.
Nice block. Got it right at just short of the 20.
22.
It's going to be a first down.
Good block. Good block.
That's going to be a Gridiron Buzz first down.
And just when you thought these guys were going to play slow, they sped up.
Hi, Barbara. How are you? Good to see you out there. Yeah. Mike Turner's sitting right next to me.
I'm out here playing Tony Saragusa in the end zone, right?
You're doing a great job, man.
They knocked me out of the booth. I'm down here on the field now. Down here where it's cold and wet and windy.
Hands off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Cowboys in a little bit of a stack formation. They're trying to put some pressure on. Quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeper up the middle.
Looks like it might be a gain of about a yard, maybe 2.
Almost in the red zone.
Another half yard, I would say we're in the red zone.
Hey, Steven, definitely, you can actually go right to Gridiron Buzz's Facebook page. At the very top, it says Shop, and you can actually pick those up. It's $3 for shipping, and that takes care of the entire order. So, and as you've noticed on a lot of our stuff, you guys have been watching all day. We've got a new BCA shirt, so a bunch of guys are going to be ordering those. So,
He gained a yard.
Las Vegas, absolutely, Las Vegas in the house. And yeah, Mike Turner did his thing for sure. He was the first man I met out here this weekend. I said, "Hey, Mike, how are you?" And he's like, "I'm feeling pretty good." No, I'm kidding. He was feeling good though.
5, 4, 3, 19, 16, 15, 14, 13. Missed. So you take
Incomplete pass.
It's still second down.
Incomplete pass.
5 yards and still second down. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Cheaters. Sorry, that's what I was First flag of the game, every NFL game.
Well, that put them in the red zone. And we've got a red zone alert. Stack with Nat podcast, guys. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, Stack with Nat. That's not Stack with. That's no H on the with. He's ready to go. He's just did his 10th one.
Hands off. 10.
Yep. Just did his 10th podcast. We listened to it on the way in. Great guys. He was here in the booth with us earlier. He's probably out somewhere right about now. He had his he had a skull shaver out doing his thing. Who knows where he's at? But
5, 4,
Mr. National.
3, 2. All right. Ran to the line.
Quarterback keeper.
Got him. Mark.
Is that going to be good for a first down?
Didn't get there. Right there at the 12. Yeah, at the 12.
It'll be
First
third.
down. Yep.
That is a first down.
Think about the 11. That's what I was pointing at. First down. That's right.
Gridiron Buzz.
I think the Buccaneers have a little different plan there. The backs just kind of took off and left the quarterback hanging. Maybe a little bit of a busted play. Had no other option but to turn it up and run into the beef, as they say.
I lost a pep on a 64-yard field goal. All right, that's enough already.
I lost a pep on a shorter one, but I lost it the same way.
They're discussing who lost to who worse.
Who Pep beat the worst? Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it.
It's supposed to be me playing Brandon.
Game winner.
Time. Yeah. Time expired.
The clock is over here.
What did you have to beat?
I just kicked the field goal tied up about 5 minutes before this. 6. 5.
Quarterback option.
All right. No pivots.
Going to
no
run
nothing.
with a quarterback option. Keyshawn split to the left now in flanker position. I think this might have been about what the Buccaneers were trying to pull off the last time.
Howdy. Wow.
Ended up with a quarterback keeper again, and they're going backwards here. Loss of about
Nope, he didn't get there. He lost one.
a yard.
No, he's not. Look. He even got tan marks there.
2nd and 11.
Now third and 11 now.
It is 3rd and 11.
Still in field goal range. Haven't backed him up that much yet. Really need to get some points on the board here before the half. Keep this game close. Just kind of one of those things you almost feel like it's going to be a dumpster fire before it's over and just light up the scoreboard, and it just has that feel at any minute it's going to break loose. There's a turnover about to happen, a storm's run.
Right.
7, 6, 5.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know what that was. We just took it for a loop. Again, we're I guess fire pilot.
9, 8, 7.
Hey, James, you did well, man. Thanks for coming out. I know that was a very competitive field today. So, definitely don't, something to hang your hat on, something to do really well. Mr. Jim Davis, hope you're feeling well, my man. I see you there. Chris Stacy in the house. Legendary painter. He's probably painted half of these figures that are out here. Yes, sir, Chris Stacy. We are at the final championship. Brandon Woodard, Pep Woods. We're a little over a third of the way through the first half. Let's go 2/3 of the way. Can't do good math today. Quarterback option, he says. Oh, man. Barn doors wide open. Is that Keyshawn over the top?
Keyshawn's on the right flank. He's going right in the middle here with a convoy that leads again. Hitting the back.
Good.
Nothing but the formalities of crossing the end zone, and that's going to tighten us up a little bit. I always wonder a little bit. I always wonder a little bit about what Chris Stacy feels like and some of these other painters, to know that his handiwork is on most of these championship fields as they progress through. It's kind of a little like being a grandfather maybe 1,000 times over. They're all his babies. Many coaches, they paint their own figures and do a fine job with it, but Chris is just kind of in that legendary status of painters. The Cowboys need to answer the bell right back here. Need to put the distance between the score again to have time. Be just inside of 8 minutes of the half.
15.
First and 10, not first and 11.
I do.
Paul Woody, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining.
From Canada. I was telling about it. Hands off, 10. 9.
Yeah, Chris Daly, this is the Texas takeover, essentially. We got 2 guys from the Texas League. That's pretty crazy, though, right?
Every time I watch a game on TV in DC, I see him on TV, though.
These guys are well-weathered, experienced championship coaches.
No, not on this.
Both of these coaches are no stranger to this game.
No. No. He's not. No, he's not. Yes.
You got him?
Yeah. He did.
Is it going to be a first down?
No, it's a long run out to about the 46-yard line. We'll call it the 42. First and 10 Cowboys. Some close calls running through the traffic there, but a couple arm tackles. It's not going to bring him down. Not with these Cowboy backs.
Gridiron Bells, first down.
The Cowboys on the march here, trying to get this touchdown back before halftime. Buccaneers finally got on the board with a good long drive. Started down at the 20 for Buccaneer drive, Dave. We've got a timeout. Buccaneers got caught with 10 men on the field. Buccaneers had to call a timeout or play with 10. That happened a couple of times in the last game.
Pep has 1 timeout left. Brandon has 2 timeouts left for the game.
Pep kind of starting to pick up on it now. He knows he played 2 plays, almost 3 plays, I think it was, with being a man down on defense.
Clock is ticking for the timeout, so you got a minute for the timeout.
Got a minute break, and we'll take a sponsor break, and we'll be right back with you.
Cool.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go back to the action. We had a little timeout action going on there. We had 10 men on the field, so it was a good call to get all that going. And there's going to be 6 minutes and 9 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, 0. Hands off. 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Get everybody set back up.
0.
And the ball will...
Flag on the play. Free play. The guy you just moved, you moved him into illegal position. He's offside.
All right, so we're going to get a free play.
Another flag on the play.
It's going to be a sack.
It's going to be a sack.
Taking him for 5 yards.
Going to take the 5 yards. Bails him out from the sack now.
Still move up. First down change, please.
Oh, no, time doesn't run because of penalty. All right, so free play. Going to take it. It's going to be 1st and 5.
Looks like maybe Cowboys have found an answer to this outside blitz and this outside rush that's coming. Last 3 or 4 plays, really no pressure at all on Dak Prescott. Looks like the Buccaneers have started to drop into kind of a man-type zone. Now they're shifting up out of it. Still kind of playing deep. They're respecting Michael Irvin, trying to take him out of the game.
5, 4, 3, 2.
They have Irvin out wide to the left.
Hands off. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Looks like here comes the pressure from the Buccaneers. Spoke too early.
3, 2, 1, 0. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 4, 3.
All right. Hey, West Coast guys. Mert and Charles, how are you guys? Definitely appreciate you guys joining. Hey, Mike Turner said he's going to be giving you guys a call. Mert, this is the championship game for the Kansas City Twister. It's Brandon Woodard versus Pep Woods, Texas Takeover.
12, 11.
This is it. This is winner take all right now.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 10.
Complete for now, down about to the 32-yard line. We'll run out the conclusion of the play. He's definitely going to be down right about the 32-yard line, 1st and 10.
27-yard line, first down.
27-yard line, not the 32. He's 5 yards behind.
That's going to be good for Gridiron Buzz, 1st down.
Inside of 4 minutes and a half now.
Y'all go center down. Just separate. Yeah.
Separate. Yeah, but I count down 5 seconds. 5, 4. Yeah, before I start going. Or if I see you set up a wide receiver. Yeah. You set somebody else.
1st and 10. Cowboys are on the drive.
7, 6.
A little bit of an unusual formation here from the Cowboys. They're running some flankers and bringing in everybody tight. Buccaneers really crowding the line.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 6, 5, 4.
This play can just about erupt in any direction right here.
I don't know. What's that? I'm trying something. Put it right past.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16.
Looks like he's going to the right
14,
flank here.
12, 11,
About almost the 20-yard line.
9, 8. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Miss low and left.
2nd down.
There you go.
Moving into 2nd
Separating
down.
now. Grab it, guy. Hit it. Start it.
2:32 remaining in the half. And I have my timeouts backwards, so I'm going to take care of that real quick. Well, I'll take care of it at halftime, I tell you what, because that is, there we go, I got it now. Pep Woods is the one that actually had to take the timeout. So Pep has 1 timeout, Brandon still has 2. Timeouts are the only place that they allow that in the TOC or the Tournament of Champions is at the championship game, which we are at right now. It started this morning with 20 coaches and had 3 rounds of pool play, and then a Sweet 16, Final 8, Elite 8, Final 4, and here we are.
Yep. Looks like he's got the Buccaneers kind of more back in his zone blitz here. Brandon trying to get more points on the board just before half, try to extend this lead and make it a 2-score lead. Jason Witten out to the flat, 21-yard line, hit in the chest. It's going to be a completion. I look for a big impact right here. Be aware of the fumble possibility.
Oh, wow. Where he entered that.
That's going to be a first down, and it's also going to be
6-yard line.
a red zone alert.
First and goal from the 6th. Down to the last 30 seconds. He's trying to get a 2-for-1 set up here. Should have plenty of time. Going to try to hit Witten again to the left flank. Complete. And
Touchdown.
Coach Pep concedes the touchdown, and that's going to probably be our half here.
So you say water? You got time?
Halftime score 21-7. Cowboys over the Buccaneers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and live in Kansas City, Missouri. We're ready for the second half, the final half of the game. It's the Cowboys 21, the Buccaneers 7, and we're off and running.
We have an opening kickoff with the Buccaneers making a return here. Trying to look up the field and decide if he's going to take it back out at the 20. Well, it looks like he wants to make a run back.
Hey, Mert, definitely we'll be putting a highlight reel for all this tournament. You're really not asking for all that much. That's already on the agenda. No worries there.
This is kind of a dangerous maneuver here. Cowboys have a defender right within about a 5-yard halo here, and he's missed. Then he's going to call him. Integrity call says he hit him.
All right, you got a clock? You got it marked? We're on the minute, and I'll tell you when to start. You got a guy right there, ran off the field. Start the minute, please.
Tackle's going to be at the 14-yard line. First and 10, 21-7 in our championship game for the Kansas City Twister. It's been a long weekend with a lot of great games. A lot of fun this weekend, a lot of coaches, a lot of legends in the room as always, Hall of Famers, stars on the rise, and it's all come down to the last half.
I'm going to turn this over to the myth, the man, the legend, the one that has a booster seat apparently, Mr. Mike Turner.
Wind up here at the 14-yard line.
Hands off. 10, 9, 8, defense, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go, Mike. Don't be bashful. Call what you see.
Call what I see. Well, he's lining up right now, so and Pep needs to score. Needs to score quick and then play a good defense. Now, at this situation, you probably have to do a whole lot of passing because I got to catch up quick.
Okay.
Straight him up or what?
You want to straighten him?
Got a little delay in the game, man. There you go.
That was my fault. I reached for the switch.
Uh-oh. He's got somebody open over there.
19, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
You got him right on the right flank out there at the flat.
He's got a lot of room to run if he can connect this pass.
Yes, he does. He does.
Turns up the field.
Right.
There's a lot of daylight back here.
Yeah. Safety can't be turned, so we're going to see what can happen here. Yeah, so we're going to see what happens here. He needs to score real quick, though, because down 14, starting the third quarter, he needs to get busy quick. He could.
Going to curl it out. Right about the 8-yard line. Good long run.
That's something the Buccaneers need real quick. Yeah.
40-second clock, please.
Yep. That was a good run there for him. Good pass run because we need to get down, score quickly, and play a little defense. Try to get back into this ball game.
Yeah, good. A lot of yardage on that one play right there.
Yeah. Yep. He needs a quick score now, though. Yeah. So that's what we need. And Brandon right now needs to see if he can show a little defense here. Try to keep by the end zone, maybe just hold him to a field goal. It's a big drive right here, start the second half by the Buccaneers. So it's coming down to who can show more will in the second half.
What are you thinking here, Mike? Kind of looking like a double option, kind of a double wing situation. Looks like he's trying to get guys over to the corners here.
Yeah, but he's not going. I'm not trying to see what I'm really trying to see what he is trying to do. Because
Looked like he was trying to run to the back flags there, back pylons, and he ended up getting sacked. Backed up. Looked like a loss of about 7.
Yep.
Maybe second down.
At this point right now, he can't afford too many sacks. He needs to go forward. But being sacked like that on second down long gives him a little bit more room to work for the end zone. And Brandon's bringing heat from the defense, so.
Yeah, Brandon has stepped up his pressure here.
Yeah, he needs to. You want to put on a stand right now.
Down here in the red zone as well, you know, it's difficult to move the ball when you get too close, but Brandon's really took advantage to try to bring some pressure here.
Yeah, he's bringing it from the outside. I guess Pep's trying to go up inside, so. Yep. He's got a man out there.
He's really got his pick. He's 2 to 3 people here he could pick from. Looks like he's going to the left post again. There's a man down on the ground right there.
Oh, he missed the pass. Right. He missed the pass.
Went high right.
Yeah, that's not good for him. Now the heat's on. He's got to make something happen. He got to get in the end zone. It's 3rd and goal.
Would you think if he doesn't make it, he might be looking at a field goal?
Yeah, I'd take something right now. You got to get that.
3rd and 13.
Yeah, at this point right here, field goal is a win for the Cowboys.
3rd and 13.
I'm thinking he still has time. Maybe a field goal's still on the table here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a win for Brandon at this time, but
oh sure, especially after that long.
You still got to get some points out of this deal.
Yeah, he's got to come away with points.
Right.
Still a lot of time, I would think, even with the field goal But you still got to play defense on the backside of it. You know, the long run is great, but you don't get points on the board, it's kind of wasted.
That's true. I can't see him trying to go for the fourth down, but he just might. Oh.
Things happen.
Yep. Got good coverage on the left over here.
It's crazy days, right?
He's going for the short man instead.
Yeah, he's kind of got the it's incomplete.
Fourth down.
What are we thinking there, Mike? Field goal?
Yeah, here's the big decision. Here's the big decision. And apparently he's going to go for it. He's got to go get in the end zone.
I think it's a 50-50 call, you know. I mean, he is moving the ball somewhat. He's kind of stalled out down here inside the red zone, but, you know, points.
Points are a premium right now when you're down 14.
Right.
You knock it down to 11, you got a shot.
Sure. And the thing of it is, it's not just fourth down, it's fourth and goal. It's either in the barn or it's no good.
Right, there you go. I admit that he gets something down close to goal line, pin Brandon down deep, he's got a chance to get maybe a safety, but still got to do that. A lot of things can happen on this play. There's a pressure play for both O and D.
Brandon looks like he's a little disorientated. Pep's kind of spread him out and got some different angles on him here, and I'm thinking Brandon's trying to keep everything in front of him, but
I got a feeling he got a receiver's going to get free on him over here. So, could be good. So you got to stop it. Oh.
Quarterback went down.
Yeah.
Got a sack.
All downs at the 24.
Turnover on downs. It'll be the Cowboys' ball. First
that
and
was
10 from the 24.
And that's what it did need to happen.
No, that was kind of like almost the worst thing that could have happened.
1 minute clock. 1 minute clock. Switch
Oh,
over.
now he just got to play a little deal, hope for a turnover or something. Got to hurt for a turnover. Brandon's been scoring points all day, so he needs to turn over a good defensive stand right now.
And if the Cowboys go on a good long drive right here and eat up 8 or 10 minutes of this clock and put it even into the field goal up, that makes it a 3-score game. It's going to be a big mountain to climb here.
Oh yeah, there you go. Because that's why I would have taken the 3, keep it down to a 2-score game. If you hold it to a field goal, at least you got a shot still.
And you know, Pep's won 2 games on seriously long field goals today.
Yeah, I would think he'd have trusted his field goal kicker to put up another one for him.
64 yards in the last game, and it hit hard enough to bounce back all the way back to the 64 yards.
Hey, and up high up on the goalpost.
Yep.
Well, let's see what he can come up here defensively. 'Cause he needs a good stop. I'm looking at the one view of what he's putting up, and this could be an interesting play here. Brandon's receiver's been getting free for him all day, so he's had receivers to throw, and he's been protecting his quarterback pretty good. So,
well, it looks like both teams come out in a little different formation. The Cowboys have spread it out a little more than what we've seen, running out of a full tilt backfield here. Pep's kind of in a zone blitz situation. Looks like he's trying to put some pressure, but he's still afraid of getting beat down the middle and over the top here. A lot of respect for these Cowboy receivers.
oh, there's a buster right there. This could be.
He's even, so he's still good.
This could be a good play here. Let's see.
Straight across.
Give it out to the running back. Got him. Oh,
Decent pickup there.
yeah.
Bring up
Real
a
good
first
pickup.
down.
That's a real good pickup.
First down at about the 33-yard line.
And that's what he doesn't need.
First down.
He gets another couple first
40
downs.
second clock.
Another couple first downs. This game could be in jeopardy for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about. Kind of Pep's worst enemy right now is a long 8, 10, 12 play drive.
You're right. His defense got to come up with a stop somewhere along the line, real time.
When you keep giving up first downs, it just the pressure mounts because you kind of get them backed up a little bit. You get them in second down, you get them in third down. You think, oh, I got a chance here. Then they pick up these first downs and everything just kind of resets, and it's just kind of like letting the air out of the balloon. It's just.
Yeah, that balloon's getting a little flat right now.
Yeah, I still have some faith in Pep. We've seen him break through this. I mean, there's still a lot of time. We're only talking 2 scores here. It's a turnover and stop somewhere, and you're back on it. So.
Yep, cover up. You can pass up. Cover up a passing lane and maybe get a easy pick or make him throw the ball over or something. So. Of course, I don't think Brandon's going to come out and try to throw anything long. I think he'll come out and throw short passes, try to dink and dunk down the field.
And that may be true, but Buccaneers are still bringing this hard pressure. There's bodies flying everywhere right now.
Yeah, I see that. That's not good either. That doesn't help you none.
Fumble down. There's what we were talking about.
There's your turnover right there. Yep.
That's the one of the two you needed. You needed a defensive stop. You needed a turnover. In this case, you kind of got both. Really good field position.
Right. And that's to the point where I said maybe taking that field goal would have helped out. Now you got that turnover. You'd be a little closer to catching up.
Yeah, even a field goal on top of that field goal,
Right, put your 8 points down. You got a chance to still tie it up into overtime.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We're kind of in a fight here. We're not finished yet.
Oh, by all means, it's a long way to go and a short time to get there. For the Cowboys, that's probably the worst thing they could have happen right now.
Yeah, especially on your end. It's already almost instant field goal. We've seen the Buccaneers in 64-yard. They hit a not quite so long field goal a couple games before that, something in the 50 range, mid-50s. And so we're looking at already in field goal. So at the very minimum, no matter where this goes, unless it's a turnover, the Buccaneers have got to put some points on it.
Oh, yeah, by all means, they need to. That's one thing I do when I play. I try to take as many points as I can, even if I'm behind. Take the points, but you never know what's going to happen. Catch a break here, catch a break there. Here we go. Let's see what Pep's got in store for him this time. His second go-round.
He continuously brings Keyshawn off his right flank on a slant, and I'm surprised that most people just kind of let him go, and that's how he ends up all the way across the field. And nobody really checking him. Buccaneers been killing teams all leg that play. Looks like Brandon's put a corner on. Looks like Deion Sanders. That's a good matchup. Deion and Keyshawn going to try to run together, but if Deion gets a rub right here, maybe his own man knocks him off.
Let's see what he does. He has been getting open all day. And there he is.
You're right. He's not touching that. Yeah, he wasn't touching it. Picked off.
It's going to be a turnover at the
Down it right there. Down the ball.
It'll be a turnover at the 42-yard line.
And he turns it right back to him.
Cowboys take over at the 42. Interception.
He turned it right back over to
Willie
him.
with the interception at the 42.
He turned it right back over
Didn't
to him.
last long.
Yep. Now that could put a dent in it. You got down to 18 minutes. That could put a dent into it.
It was just a good, solid coverage. Bob Lilly standing right there, ready to make some kind of play. But don't know that he really anticipated.
Imagine a game where you can pitch the greatest Texas.
Ball was just overthrown. Big Bob right in the chest, and we got a turnover.
Now it comes down to, again, can he get another turnover or get a stop? But he really has to be quick now. Has to be real quick now.
You can just tell when the body language of these two coaches. It seems like Brandon's picking up the pace a little bit. Cap's starting to become a little more stiff and concerned. These coaches have played.
Yeah, I mean Brandon feeling it now. He know he got to put this game away right now. Drive some time off, even if you don't put no points. So take some time off the clock, and that's his main thing right now. He wants to take time off the clock. If he can do that, he's in great shape.
These two coaches, the last two standing, they played a lot of games today and yesterday. And Brandon part of the championship game last night with his father, Oscar, and had a really tight game in the coaches challenge. So they both have a lot of stamina, but toward the end of the day, standing on your feet all day, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours in some cases, takes a toll on the knees and the ankles and the back.
True that. And these guys are young though. They still hurting though. Uh-oh, he got a man open over in the left flat.
He got Witten. Looks like he's going to turn to the right now.
Yeah.
Looks like Michael Irvin. A lot more speed with Irvin. Easier to pass, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of traffic to throw. Leroy Selman over on the left side didn't really want to throw his direction.
Yeah.
I do know Michael Irvin. He's got some speed here, so I'm expecting a fairly deep gain here.
Oh, man, he got away.
Went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds.
First down.
Yeah, that's a big first down there. Now it's all about clock management now.
40-second clock, Jimani. 40-second clock.
I'd be surprised if Brandon put the ball in there again. I think he'd try to do some running here, eat up some clock. Either short runs or short passes, eating up clock. I don't think he's going to try to put a whole lot of emphasis on passing deep. We're ready to see right here. It's going to be real interesting to see if Pep can pull out something right now. He don't need something. He needs some kind of defensive stand.
Yeah, this would be a good spot just to go jailhouse. Jailhouse blitz right here. Kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
Brandon's went into a little bit of conservative mode right now, but here's where you have to gamble. If you get beat, you get beat. But
exactly. You got to go for the gusto now. Yeah.
Looks like a quarterback keeper for about 1.5 yards. We'll call it 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
All right, now. Here we go. We got a little under 15 minutes left to go in the game, so down to 14:45 and running. So Pep's got the pressure on him now. He's got to get a good stop, get a quick score. Brandon's trying to eat clock up here. That was that run I was expecting right there. We're gonna find out right now.
I'm seeing the backers get a little more split, a little more twist to him. He's desperately trying to get some pressure on his quarterback. But
right.
Brandon just seems to be content to take it 4 and 5 yards up the middle and let the time melt. There's a lot of twist in the Cowboys line now. It looks like he's trying to bust another play. The danger of these plays on offense is you try to go for the gusto and the gamble and try to put it away, and you end up having a lane for a linebacker to split.
That's what I was looking at, the way he's twisting that up right now. He may have opening, then again he couldn't have opening running back get through. So we're going to see.
He maybe got a little impatient and maybe trying to put this away a little early. Oh, it looks sweet. Quarterback keeper into the line again.
He got a big hole up there. It's coming. Let's see if he can get to it.
Once again, a gain of about 3.
We're looking 3rd and 4 now.
Separate Jimani.
Yeah, 13:05 going into game time here. So now it's a big play right here. It's a big third down here.
Yeah, it's like third
It's
time.
big third.
I know you're not trying.
We haven't seen Brandon's kicker much this weekend, so I think even now Brandon puts his kicker on the line. Looking at a 2-score game right now, field goal to make it 3, and just about the end of this.
Yeah, any type score just about put an end to this ball game right now. So he's got to really do something.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Offense.
10.
They're working on it.
7, 6, 5,
Replay?
4. Show it to him. After this play.
So we'll see.
This shit just popped up.
We'll see.
I would tell him to watch.
Yep. So this is gonna be it's a big play right here. Big play. Big play. Oh, they missed the sack.
19,
Missed the sack, but was got anybody open downfield?
14, 13.
Not much. There's one over the middle. He's going to have to throw through some traffic. You got, looks like he's going to pull up short and just take what he can get here. Catch to Michael Irvin on the skinny here.
Uh-oh. This could be good right here. He needs the 4 yards, huh? Need the 4 yards. Let's see. Watch for the fumble on this too. Gonna be 4th down and 3.
Now they're going to call it about a yard short.
4th down and 1.
29.
Okay.
First down.
He called it first down.
First down.
He called it first down.
First down.
First down.
40 seconds clock.
Called it first down. That's a big first down there. That just about puts a little bit of icing on his cake. He's on the clock now. So it's gonna be good. Oh, out on me. All right, here we go now. All right, here we go, gentlemen. Pep's got pressure on it now with 10 minutes to go in this ball game, down 14. He's got to hope for a turnover right now. Anything. Come back, sack the quarterback, knock him down, get a fumble, something. He needs something big right now. And he's bringing the heat. He's bringing all heat in. He's bringing nothing but heat. Yep. So here we go. Bringing nothing but heat. Yeah. Another good pickup by the Cowboys. And the pressure's mounting now.
40 seconds, Jamani. Jamani.
Yep, so here we go.
First and 10 from about the 18 inside the red zone.
Yeah, we just about called this one. Here we go. This is gonna be good here.
Well, at the last second there was a complete shift to the Cowboys line. About 5 players went in different directions. Pep's kind of having a hard time finding a way to cover all these. It's pretty much an empty backfield with Dak. Dak's going to make a pivot here.
Pivot in motion. Here we go. Here we go.
Looks like he's trying to get a jet sweep going to Jason Witten here. But
just quarterback in the backfield.
Yeah. This is anybody's guess right here.
Boom. Got him. He busted
Good
right
solid
through. Got
hit.
him.
Could
Yeah.
have potentially been a fumble right there. That was a hard hit.
Well, he got a big 3 down now. He needs a big third now. But you know what? He stopped him here. if he can keep Brandon to a field goal and Brandon miss it, he can always score quick and go for the onside kick. So there's possibilities right now. Main thing, he's just got to stop this right now, big time. So this is gonna be real tight right now. 3rd and 10. There's one of them situations Pep got to cover every angle on this one right now.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the last play. There's a lot of shuffle going there at the last second. Pep was struggling to try to cover everybody, but somehow he found a way to get in the backfield.
Well, right now he needs to cover every angle he can. You don't need to let him get out for on the 3rd and 10, get a first. You need to put pressure on Brandon. Whether he's going to take the 3 or go for it. 7 minutes to go in this ball game. It's getting nitty-gritty time now.
Looking like Brandon's determined to run Dak Prescott somehow. Yep, he's going to call him off the break. Up the middle.
That's not good.
Push.
Got it.
Looking like we're going to end up with a first down here.
Is that a first down? Oh, sucky. We in trouble now. Buccaneers.
6 in from the 12.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Brandon's just trying to kill time. I don't think he's really trying to score. I think he's just trying to kill time. He don't need any more points. He just needs clock to run down. You know, sometimes ball games you have a shot at coming back and winning, and when you let that shot get away, it hurts you down the road.
Yeah, and this one's just kind of had a feel of a downhill slippery slope since about 5 minutes into this half.
Yeah, he fumbled, turned it over to him, and he got the fumble. Pep got the fumble from the Cowboys and turned right around and give it right back to him, and that more or less, you know, put him in dire straits, and he hasn't been able to rebound from that. So, like I said, Brandon's killed about 15 minutes here.
Yeah, no, that's what we talked about.
Right.
You know, going on those long 10, 12 play drives, and looks like it's going to be a sack, and Pep gets some of that yardage back.
Yeah, deep sack, but I don't think Brandon's really worried about that right now. I think he's worried about watching that clock over there. We got a timeout on the field.
Timeout?
Yes, we got a timeout on the field. Pep's out of timeouts. He called timeout 5:03, so that's not a bad timeout, though.
No, save a little time. Try to get it done on offense.
Pep has no TOs left, so right now he's just trying to hang in there and see what we can get out of it.
It looks like Brandon's willing to trade points for minutes here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think he's really trying to score. I think he's just trying to run the clock down. So we're gonna see what he can do right here defensively. So Pep's out of timeouts, and Brandon's not thinking about it, and he's gonna just try to do his best to keep everything up to snuff.
Game over. 5:04. He's sitting right there.
Promising? Little Stinky's over there. He's so you can't even see him. He's a burrow.
Yeah, we got a little clock malfunction here, so we got to hold up for a minute.
If I was reading that right, I think they're blaming you for that, Mike.
No, they just over there talking about they can't see me behind the one thing here, but I can see them.
Yeah, that's what they don't know.
Yeah, over there messing with the clock. All right, we got to. Huh?
Sweet and low versus the sugar packets.
Oh, yeah.
And we were the tight ends for the
Yeah, see, we couldn't even go out to dinner. We couldn't even go out to lunch today. Well, somebody had to break out the sugar packets and we diagramming plays on the tabletop. I said before, I said, yeah, the waitress was happy to see us go, even though we did tip good.
Oh, well, that's the important part, as long as tip good.
We were like borderline getting ready to be thrown out of the barbecue joint. But then again, it was Hulk's fault too, so.
Oh, yeah, see, blame it on you.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, took 15 minutes to make his order.
What barbecue shop did you go to?
Over to Smoke Box?
Oh, Smoke Box. Yeah, we went there yesterday. It was all right.
It was all right.
Yeah, these guys talking about tonight going down on the jazz trip. I wouldn't mind going down there. They got a couple places down there to get some barbecue. Come Kansas City, you gotta get barbecue.
Make sure that they don't leave you down there. Make sure they bring you back home.
Everybody said we good?
Oh. Uh-oh. Brandon gonna try to throw one.
He's trying to find a place to pass here.
Yeah.
He's got Terrell Owens
over the middle.
In the middle, but he got some tall guys to throw around here. I don't know if he's going to rush that. He's going over. He got ridden right in the head. Nice pass right over the top of Leroy Selman. Nice, probably one of the better passes you'll ever see.
Right, he right outside the head.
Rocked him. Didn't even really hesitate, just lined up and fired.
Yep, got to pass. Like I said, he ain't trying to score, he's just trying to run the clock.
Yeah, the turnover didn't make the first down, so.
Out of timeout. Out of timeout. 1 minute clock, hit it.
Yep.
Right about just a touch over 4 minutes left in the game.
I was kind of surprised Brandon didn't go ahead and kick the field goal.
Yeah.
That iced the game. That iced the game right there.
It's kind of twice, Yeah. I've seen that from each coach, but.
Yeah, I would have taken. I'd have taken my 3 points. Yeah, you gotta take them points sometime. Ice the game. Well, now it comes down to Pep scoring real fast, like 1 or 2 plays, go for the onside kick.
That does lose. Cowboys defense, they can't quite get the personnel right.
He's probably playing a prevent defense. I don't think he's going to be coming too hard. But no, he is coming.
And he's sitting back on 3 pretty deep safeties here.
Yeah.
He don't want to give up anything over his head.
I figured he's going to play that prevent defense. He's still got heat coming from the outside, though. Let's see what they do. Let's see if they can get there. I didn't get there, but he got a man outside. He's going for it.
Yep. Once again, Keyshawn's loose.
Yeah, he's been staying loose all day.
Oh, interception.
And that'll be a ball game. I think that'll do it right there. Cowboys
going to try to just kind of run around for 2 minutes here, I think. Try to kill the clock. Run the other way. Yeah. Ball down at the 5, going the other way or something. Take every bit of 30 seconds.
Oh, we got a fumble right back to the defense. Fumble right back to the defense at the 5. And a fumble. Right back to the ball. Right back to him. You talk about now that evens out everything on this. Everybody got turnover.
Yeah, but this is kind of a dangerous thing. Even though the Buccaneers got the ball right back
at the 5-yard line.
Shadow in their own end zone here.
Yeah, now you got to go 95 yards. Yeah, they're showing the instant replay right here. Boom, there's the incomplete. Yep. Then got the fumble. Yep. Yep.
If you carry the ball, you got to intercept. You go run it, which is they on offense.
Go first and go with the 5-yard line.
And if they fumble, they fumble.
Come on. Yep. And we go back live. We gotta run the ball out of the end zone.
Down the seam right here.
Yep.
Called it incomplete. He did skip.
He got a gunshot now. He's scared to throw the ball anywhere now. Oh man, the last play of the ball game. We're going down to the last play of the ball game.
Last play of the game. Last play of the game.
For all those that did not show up this year, we had a great time. We had a good time, good tournament, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of good plays.
Here we go. Hail Mary, full of grace, please help us in this place. If I never live to see another sun, please help me not be one and done. He's really only got one option here, even though he's going to go kind of in the flat. I think his own man's blocking him off in Keyshawn. He's got a completion here. He's going to try to squirt up the sideline the best he can.
That's about all you can do. I don't know. Well, he's going to see.
Be nice to see him take it to the barn just one last time.
One last time. Let's see if he can do that. I brought it back inside, but he got linemen in there too, though. So let's see.
What he hit about the 35.
Yeah, and that's the ball game, gentlemen. That's the ball game, gentlemen. And it's been a long road, long day.
Yep. Well, now we have our 2018-2019 kickoff start of the season Kansas City Twister tournament champion, Mr. Brandon Woodard. His Cowboys.
There you go. 21-7 the final.
Folks, we'll be back with you in just a little bit, but the best thing I can tell you is we're packing our bags now, ready for Canton. That's the next stop.
Right, and that's
see you soon.
That's the next stop.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Awesome job, Mr. Mike Turner. Definitely appreciate him stepping in and taking great coverage of the game. Yep. So we definitely appreciate everybody joining in. One last thank you from our sponsors. And as always, excellent tournament. Thanks again to Kelly Newton. Thanks again to all the folks that made this happen. The Kansas City Twister 2018, your champion, Brandon Woodard, and also the recipient of the Gridiron Buzz Award. So congratulations to him. Huge weekend. And as always, as my dad would say, love your friends, love your family, love your pets, and buzz on.